Hi, this is Jeff White with VersatilFightingArts. I want to go over our blocking system from Shuri-te Jujutsu side of our art. And there are 24 blocks within our system. This is going to be the first 20. We will do the other 4 at another time. So we run through them all for the 1 through 20, and then we'll come back and we'll add in details and comments. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17, 17, 18, 19, 20. So those are the 20, the first 20 of our blocks. Let's go back and look at them a little bit. When we're standing, blocks are not really blocks. They can be parries, they can be blocks, they can be strikes. So when I'm coming away with this number 1 push away block, I'm actually looking at trying to hit along the thumb pad and the thumb where I'm running to hit on this surface here. Not necessarily pushing. In practical application, there's times when I'm going to hit this way, I'm going to guide, but the real emphasis of this is coming out with this strike. It could be a seal, it could be whatever you want to use it for, but it is coming out this way. Now, for number 2, it grinds under and comes. So, left hand will come out, right hand sneaks up under. Imagine really kind of grinding through. Number 2 on the left hand side changes angle and speed just a little bit. So when I slow it down, it still is here, but it's this way. Now, 3 pushes up. Now, in our series, often this is a straight push, practical application. It's going to be more up at an angle, but it's push. This rises up. And when I come up, I'm pushing from this back, this foot here, driving this up. I'm making sure that my elbow is not outside of the line of my body. I want it in here. I want to make sure that my forearm is not pressed against my head where it could be collapsed down on top of me, but I want to have this good frame. When I return to my left, I'm going to curl, torque that in, and come down. When we do the single side, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. When we're doing double hands, then I lift, I come up, I turn. This exchanges and comes up. Now, this hand is going to shoot straight down. My palm is facing my ear, and as I trace down, palm faces the floor. I can use fist, I can use open palm. Left hand, the fist turns, moves across while this stacks up. Once again, palm to my ear, palm to the floor. Now when I'm going to punch for number 5, imagine I'm punching from my right side to my opponent's left side, or the opposite shoulder for where I am now, and coming in and then down. Left hand side punches straight out to that shoulder as if it were on the same side and comes down. When I stack, the next one, this has a lot of uses that we use, but when I stack, when I drop, each time I finish where I'm moving through, I'm dropping my weight. But as I drop my elbow and my fingers flick as if, say, water on them, I want to have this. The anchor is here. The whipping action comes from my forearm and wrist. Stack up, now to the bottom side. Number 7, this cuts. So I want to use my body. It cuts. I don't take it in front of past my middle line, but it cuts, and then as I move past, it hits again. Cut, hit. All right? So now, number 7, this is number 8. When I come 8, this is going, top hand's going to cut in, the bottom hand's going to cut in, then they're going to switch. Don't forget to cut them both in as you reverse. Those are the first 8. Almost always the first 8 in our series and our systems are the most fundamental. They're the ones we're going to use the most, so we train them the most. And that's where we are with these. So those are the first 8. Now when you go into number 9, my fingers are touching as I come. It's almost the shuto, bridge hand. Come in. 10, I want to hook. So when I'm doing this, you can use having your fingers touch or proper placement. Either way, I can, and there's a lot of different ways of doing this. I can come under, I can shortcut this, but for practical purposes, all right, when we come through, slowly, I'm here. So I want elbow down inside my frame, good form, so I can hit. So stack up, come down. For this next one, I'm going to hook. And here we're using fingers. So this hand is going to come across. This hand is going to slide underneath as I go through, and it settles. So I still have shoulders down, elbows down. And this is covering low line, this is covering high line. Pass it back, forth, come into number 11. So I'm going to have this shearing action coming underneath for the seal. Number 11, for those of you who have trained a little bit in the Xingyi with me, is very reminiscent of the tiger. I want to have this dragging back. So as I roll and I tuck my coccyx in, that creates this roll through my spine as long as I let it express itself moving forward. If I tuck my coccyx in and then let it come back out again, so if I tuck my tailbone in and let it come back out, I've lost that energy. But I'm here and everything fires off this back foot. Turn. 12, I'm going to shuffle, and reminiscent of our number 8 elbow with the penetrating strike, this is going to come in. Think also in our footwork series, when I'm coming across with a little bit more emphasis. Now, this is all on strong side, same side. I need to learn how to use my body and feel the weight shifts on either side, so I'm just going to shuffle, and now I'm going to use my left hand without changing. Right hand comes out. There's 3 different phases of this. 1, 2, 3. So we put it all together. So, well, before we'll come out. When I pull back, my hip moves forward as my elbow comes back, still staying with frame, and then drop. So it's other side, down. Now, step into cat stance, turtle hands. You can do left over right, right over left, doesn't matter, just make it. I like doing right over left, left over right. Change cat stance. The next piece, we're going to come up. This is a split high and low. Expansion, contraction. So I have contraction, expansion. When I'm doing this, there's that turn in the hip. and I'm splitting my energy. Part of my energy is going this way, part of my energy is going this way. So I'm going up and I'm going back. So I'm here, turn back around, this way. Number 17. Down, across, stack, windmill, come in, out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Next one, coming in, is I'm going to be up, elbows back and forth, and then turn back and forth. Next one is down. This crosses over. As I pull it back, think Chi-Na. I'm going to wrap hands, come around. My elbow is moving with my hip. So I'm down here, pulling up, coming around, pulling back. 20, for our purposes today, is high-low, low-high. This comes up, into the eyes, pull back, and palm. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. And you build the power with this. So the last 4 have far more moves to them. They're all they're compounding each other, and this pulls more of the internal energy out. So I'm coming in, it's 1, 2. I'm still covering. This hand, my right hand for this case, is going to come up to the eyes, pull back, hit the chest. So that's the first 20 of our system. Thank you.